Welcome back, grinders. Part 2 of the spin and go ladder. We're going to start at the $2 tables like we did earlier. We got our asses kicked. I'm not going to go down like that though. How this works, if you didn't see part 1, table 1 is on the left, table 2 is on the right. We're playing spin and goes. If we win a game, we move up in stakes. If we lose, we move down. Earlier, we got all the way down to 25 cents and we couldn't really make our way out of it. Part 2 here, we're hoping to get high. As you can see, it goes from $2 all the way up to 500. We win a game, we move up. Let's see how high we can get. Earlier today, since I was off, someone has won 300,000 for the total. It says 300,000 right there. Look, there's a $10 game going down right now for 1,200. Do we have a little side action for a pretty big spin? Oh, do we catch the all in here? Here, should we show you guys some love here? So this game, if you don't know how spin and goes work, they bought it for $10. They each got $100 locked up, but first place gets 1,000. So it's a $900 swing there. Let you guys sweat that one. Then we'll go back to my spin and go ladder. Not too often you start a video and these guys are playing, let you guys see that one, because odds are that's the biggest spin you're going to see in this video. Hopefully we prove that to be wrong, but you never know. So this is a $10 buy-in. I've played quite a bit of those. I've never had a spin that big on that $10 level. I don't think I've even had a 10x on $10. Could be wrong though. So I don't. Oh, so I played the one guy 30 hands, this guy 9 hands. So I played both those players. Yeah, but look, earlier they won 300,000 someone, so first place probably got 200,000, maybe 50-50, I don't really know the pay structure. Something like that. Maybe 150,000 and 25-25, no, that'd be 200,000. Maybe 250,000 and 25-25. I really don't know. Earlier we ran really bad, if you guys want to look at this. Sort of yellow line, once again playing above 100 EV, and we're still not even in the green playing solid poker, so it happens in a small sample in spin and goes. So your goal on these big spins, it's always easy to say when you're not in one. You want to put on a lot of pressure. People are going to tighten up. I know it's hard to risk all your money when you don't have anything, but most players, especially on the lower spins, tends getting borderline when they're usually starting to be a bit better players. But you want to put on as much pressure as you can, knowing that most guys aren't going to call you unless they have it. It's funny, I YouTubed, if you YouTube like big spin and goes, I watched like a $300,000 spin, couple of the $2 million spins, a $70,000 spin. Anyways, the biggest spins I've seen, every single player that I saw won. They all got it in bad. Like, guy who won $1 million, he got it in bad 3 times, and he won. The guy who won $300,000, his name's Solid Penis. Like, he's either German or Russian. I don't know the language, but I couldn't understand the video. But he got it in bad. Like, honestly, he played so bad, and he won $300,000 or whatever it was, and that was euros too, so like, I don't know, 500,000 Canadian or maybe more, something crazy. Now I don't know if he's a bad player, but he had so much nerves. Like, he's pouring water on himself, he's slapping himself in the face. Like, the nerves on that kind of spin, people like can't really comprehend it until you're in a big spin. And it's not always so much the money. Here's an all in here. Can this guy get a spade? Nope. This guy just won a huge all-in. Trying to give value to my trip queens. No, I got a full house actually. This guy up here is a rookie player. Is this guy gonna close it off here? So even this guy, when you have the chip lead, it's hard to call it off to let someone back in the game with the proper calls here. Like, that guy had 5 big blinds, so if this guy had like 10-9, he should be calling stuff like that right around that bubble. Like, ones that are like trickier, like a jack 9, But it's like really a coin flip. Is the guy gonna risk all of it with 5 big blinds? Like, it's hard spots. Much different than a 2x. Like ace 10 down here, I didn't even hesitate, but on a big spin, like you'd have to question, is he risking his whole, you know, $900 different on king 5 there? He's getting back in it, he's got the chip lead. And this guy just jams, insta jams 11 big blinds. I'd have to think he's pretty strong range there. Oh, cooler. The 7 comes too. Wow, it's over. This guy made the comeback, man. In 3 hands, that guy had the chip lead. So you guys just got to see a decent spin. Let's go back to what we came here to see. I don't know if I've mixed up the left and the right, but it doesn't really matter. All it matters, I checked, I know it was middle pair there, but I didn't think we'd get much action there, so I probably should have still bet. 7-5 suited, actually, I should have just jammed that. It was not a good play to limp in there. Not trying to trap a 7-5 suited. If he checks here, we're going to go all in. I don't think he ever checks a winning hand here. Table 2. Calls with an 8, so I'm going to call that a calling station. Even though it's the right call, I'm really surprised. If I would have waited a little bit, the spades is there, the jack, the queen, a straight was there. A lot of things beat him. So when I on a calling station, for my notes, is just letting me know that I'm going to slow down on bluffing a player like that. Do whatever notes work for yourself, or any colors. Even you guys see me label people, it says crazy when you see this. Crazy for me is just an aggressive player. I'm just too lazy to change the wording of what it is, but... And rookie players and donkey players, to me, how my colors work, a rookie doesn't have to necessarily be aggressive and bad, just kind of don't know what they're doing, don't understand how much to bet when they have a hand. And donkeys that I color is just people who are not even really trying, just going all in with anything, just really bad players. So kind of the general. And when I play these low stakes, I don't run into too many blues or purples, but they're out there. There's some good players out there. I'm kind of pot committed here. I don't expect me to be ahead, but I should be about 40%, right around there. 38%. So with 4 big blinds, you kind of got to call there, even though you're going to be behind. 40% of the time means 4 to 10 times I should win that flip, right? Hey, once again, we're starting off with losing all-ins. That's how part 1 of this day went. Yeah, so this is my color. I was gonna raise him off this board. I decided not to, just based on his stubbornness to fold. So it looks like just off the bat, we're gonna be right down to the $1. Let's see if we can at least table 2 here, move up to the 5s. We didn't get one game at them earlier. Got pocket jacks here. But let's go down. Do we have any other big spins going? Doesn't matter. We got our own big spins to be played. Can't be watching others. Let's get ours. And let's get his bank account up. This is starting to get ugly. Here's a nice little turn card for us. I don't expect to get much action though. We bet 1. There we go. What do we got? We got a 3x. So this guy hasn't raised once, so not only is he a calling station, he's just a rookie player. Him calling with that 8 that he called earlier, I think he's just brand new to poker. He hasn't raised pre-flop 1, so his goal is to play almost all his cards and just try to see cheap flops to hopefully play bingo and hit a hand. Is kind of his goal. Queen 4. I believe was a proper shove. He just woke up with a good hand. He is back in it. So I'm going to raise him off this board. There we go. So not too often you get to 50, 100 blinds. Look at these blinds right here. Some big blinds for a spin and go. Not too often they go this deep waters. Could we get a 5 or 2 to call us? Okay, let's go for the double up on table 2. Here we go. Queen 8. It's a good start. There. Oh, brick. There we go. Okay, we might be heading to the $5, guys. As long as we get one table rolling, it could make up. We could go to 25 cents on one and just dominate another one. I always find that funny when you do these ladders. When one table you're playing like something. This is like yeah, pretty much a coin flip. Can we get back to this one? There we go. We win a flip, more or less. Okay, we're going to the $5. Drum roll, please, baby. So already we're beating what we did in an hour earlier, which is had to have been my worst ladder I've ever done. As you can see from the yellow line, though, we've been playing solid poker today. The yellow line just keeps climbing. That means if there was no luck, this is how we should be playing. The luck factor is slowly coming up, but if we're above, if these are above 100, so I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys how to do that. Some people don't know, but you get at your trusty calculator, type in the number of chips you've won. We'll go 5,600 to be shy. Ooh. And then you divide it by how many games you've played. 5,600 divided by 50, which means we're above 100, 112. If you can play 112, you're going to make a lot of money playing poker. Not if you don't win flips though. Oh, there we go. So which one were we at over here? That was the $1. So we're back to the $2 over there for our $1 million chance right there. We just bought a $2 lottery ticket to see if we can win $1 million. Will it happen? Dun dun dun. That's a very good turn card. What could we get to call us? Jack Queen we block? Oh wow. 4 or 5, he does have it. Good for you, sir. So just like that, we're back down to the 2s. The one and only hand that beat us, he had. Not that we're gonna fold in that spot anyways, but that queen definitely made it harder. There we go. What do we got over here? A 3x. So we played 1 or 2 hands at the $5 and we got kicked right back down to the 2, just like that. I really had a feeling we were gonna get rolling there. Are we gonna call a red guy A7? I think so. I have him labeled red for a reason. Do we trust our notes? I usually wouldn't fold. I wouldn't call here. This guy's tanking. We're gonna call. Ace 3. Trust your colors. High cards. Yeah, just like that, we're heads up. Ace 3 is not a jam your first hand. Ace 7 really isn't a call your first hand, but if someone's labeled red, sometimes I gotta go off that. Now the question is, if I had that $1 million spin, what would I be calling? The answer is a 0. How about these big spins, man? 300,000 today. Oh, the dream. Putting in the volume for years, guys. One day will it happen. One of these videos I have to pull out some of my old photos of some of our buy-ins and spin-and-goes to show you guys, but on Party Poker I have, and the problem is I've lost a lot of stuff, but I have a couple things to show some of the new people to the channel. Not too much profit, but to show you the buy-ins just in the sense of putting in our time for a big spin. I did like a 1 year in Party Poker last year. It wasn't even a full year, maybe 10 months or 9 months. And it was $110,000 in buy-ins. And my biggest spin in $110,000 was a 25x. I've talked to many spin and go players, spin and go staple, what do you call them, stables that bankroll you. And almost everyone I've talked to finds it almost next to impossible to believe that I haven't hit a big spin yet with the volume I put in. But you can't control those kind of things, so you shouldn't spend too much stress on it. What do you got here? Queen 8. Would I ever be bluffing in that spot? No. This is what we call a newbie right here. King high takes it down. Queen high is gonna be hard to fold here. A jack sucks. Nice, still takes it down. Okay, 7s for the win. Can we get back up to the 5s? Nice, so we're back up to the 5s on that table. $40 player, what? So I don't see him bluffing here. Can we get him to fold a 9? Let out here. Yeah, I'm gonna bet that there. I've played this guy a lot at the $40. I know that name. We're gonna raise that up here. This guy, I'm more worried about the small blind than or the big blind than the guy who let out here. Alright. Pocket 8s. We're gonna get an ace though. No, we're not. I don't seem like I want to play at those 5s for too long, do I? Should I respect him a little bit more that he was a $40 player? He could be like me though and not take these little spins as serious. Surprised he didn't re-raise his pre-flop. Like, I didn't put him on that. Did we not raise pre-flop? What happened? He flatted with pocket 8s there? That's definitely not standard. Right away, see, the lower stake players would not flat with pocket 8s there. Getting our fair share of 3x's though. I can hear my son coming. He's already said goodnight to me twice. Keeps sneaking out of bed, I bet ya. The nail file? No, I don't. I haven't seen that in a long time.
See.
No, I don't think it's down here, and that I know.
And it's not upstairs, and it's not in the living.
Yeah, so tell your mom we can't find it.
I'll just tell her it's not there.
Okay, bud.
And I checked the whole way.
To non-parents out there, you're gonna one day have a kid. Good night, buddy.
Night, Dad.
I love you.
Love you too. Are you doing a video?
I am doing a video.
Hey guys.
Say good night.
Night.
Alright, let's get a double up on table 1. What I was going to say, you're going to learn when you have a kid one day, when it's bedtime, they'll do anything to prolong bedtime. He's came downstairs and said goodnight twice already. He's supposed to be in bed. But I remember I did it as a kid, so nothing you can get mad about. Can we make the comeback? We got pocket 7s, we got a hand too. Come on, you're not gonna call, really? I'm gonna check top pair there. I feel like we're gonna get action on table 2. Oh, the 10's not what I wanted. Can we get an 8 to call us? Or 2? Nope. Come on, all ins. 4 heart. Okay, back to the ones. Guys, I'm determined. I promise you, I will not stop doing spin and go ladders till we have one worth talking about. This is going to be our new thing. Don't know if I'm just going to keep calling every video, part 2, part 3. Did we call here? I actually think we don't call there. Maybe for now we'll just call it part 2, part 3, part 4. Maybe turn into like a part 10 series of spin and go ladder challenges. I would kind of, to be honest, I told you I'd start at 2 again just to make it not quitting and finding like a little strategy how to do better than earlier. So that's kind of why, but originally I wanted to start at the $5. Gives you a better chance of seeing some bigger spins. Now mind you, our account isn't that much in our account, so shouldn't get too crazy. But if we can make a bit of money on one of these spins, get a decent multiplier. Your goal in poker, if you feel like you have the skill, you shouldn't be playing at really low stakes for a long time. You should build your account and hopefully move up in stakes. Especially from these spin and goes, it really sucks when you get a big spin that it really isn't worth that much. If you're playing like 25 cents and you're playing for $60, it's a massive spin, but doesn't really change much for you. I'm gonna check the straight, play it a little different here. Now we're gonna see if we can get like Jack, Queen, 2 pairs to call us. Alright, it's probably chop chop on table 1. Surprised you checked the king though. Maybe now he's not. He did. So I'm really surprised he actually checked that with 2 flush draws. Most players don't do that. Overbet pot. This guy's been mixing it up a bit. I'm gonna just do a warning. Even though he hasn't folded a hand in 8 hands. A warning at the $1 tables. I like it. He's just taking a little different lines, mixing it up. Looks a little crazy all at the same time. Nice if we can get a hand against them. I'm gonna jam against pocket fours with him. He hasn't folded a hand yet. Here he calls ace-6. He limp trapped, so our warnings seem to be accurate there. We lose another all-in. Down to the 25 cents. 2 ladder challenges in a row. Let's fucking flip this around. What is the big spin for that? Is it 2,500? Oh my gosh. I know it sounds so greedy, but I'd be so mad if we hit the jackpot at 25-cent spins. Clearly you gotta try it and you're excited in the moment. Just the thought of all the volume though, and that's where you get it. I know it has nothing to do with real life or like odds, but like, you know, when you feel like you're only gonna hit one jackpot in your life, like the odds of getting more than one, and you kind of want to make it worth your while. We lost another all-in on table 2, down to the $1. Can my phone stop going off? Like, is that much to ask for? We're gonna raise in our draw here in table 1. It's either a queen or a missed heart is what I feel like. I'm gonna call. There's the hearts. He's got the hearts, never mind. Let's check back our full house in table 1. Make this guy think his king's good. Queen high, wow, we got ourselves a calling station. Queen, don't lose another all in. There we go. This yellow line. Yellow line just keeps climbing. Supposed to be making chips up here. Do we stab at that? I think so. Yeah. 25 cents both games. They say don't bluff these guys, they don't fold. I tend not to listen, but I gotta admit, they don't fold that easy. Oh, we got it. What do we got over here? 3x. He tanked so long on that flop. I don't know if he's trying to induce me to call there, and it got worse and worse as that turn and river got there, so. And I think if he had a bluff or had something, he'd go all in. It was more of a value hand to me. Guess I could have raised there, but he wouldn't have called. We'll lose another all in. This is getting crazy with these all ins. Probably could have raised on table one. I guess I should have raised on the turn there if I'm gonna call that. Can we get it by on table one? There we go. King 8 we will call. Come on, man. How many all-ins are we gonna lose like this? This is getting crazy. We're losing a lot all-ins, you gotta admit. Might not be playing my A game, but I still know I'm losing a lot of all-ins. What can we get to call it? Is there a 3 in the deck? I don't think it's gonna check a bigger hand. We got value of jack high. That was awesome. Okay, if we lose table one, we got some, or two, we got some serious problems. 10-3. Thank you, sir. Okay, at least one of them, we're officially back to the $1. Climbing back. Ooh, now we gotta get there. Club ball. Oh, we chopping it? No, the ace came. Queen's over, back in it. We did not want an ace on that river. So I'm supposed to call here, but I just know he's not shoving properly enough. That's the shit part. And we don't get there. Pretty good turn card. It's gonna go check table 2. He's still betting. Nice, ace high call. It's gonna go all in. 5-2. Sorry, I don't know what I'm listening to. No more music, let's shut it off. Man, is it me or just everyone's playing really slow tonight? Maybe when you're used to playing 4+ tables, but it just seems very slow. Okay, let's win a flip on table 2. There we go. We're back to the $2 on table 2. Come on, I want to get up to like the 25s or something real quick before we can end this video. Something crazy. Then we get our first 10, 25x since we've been back or bigger. If you guys ever saw a truce, my first spin and go ladder, I think it was with his name's Felix or X. His was you do a spin at you start at the very, and they didn't even have many spins back then, but he started like the very lowest, and you see how far you can get without losing. Then that would be a quick video for me because I'm not on Twitch, but you start here if you win one, and then you can now there's so many, go to the ones and you see if you can run the table. He ran the table, but it was only like the biggest was 100 on the video I saw, and there was only like a 1, 3, a 10, maybe like 5 or 6 tables. Now to run the table, you're going some crazy stakes. You know, but maybe you could do it if you start, you know, the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? To add the 25 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we won that one. It'd be pretty crazy just to say. So what was that? The 25 cent, I think. Yeah, this one we're at the 2s. That one we're at the 1s. Try to put some pressure over here. Doesn't have a 5, pretty hard spot. There's 9, 10 out there and a 5. I put him more on an 8, some queens. Pocket kings at table 1. Those are one of the ones when you're doing a bluff like that. Sometimes it is a bit better to go a little slower so they have time to stare at the board. If you go so fast, sometimes they don't even see a one card straight. Okay, so we're back to the 2s on both of them. Hopefully picking up some momentum here. King, queen. I'm gonna call against this player. He's probably gonna be going all in. Ace-3, we're just gonna call him all in. There he goes. Can we hold? Seem like that type of player. Come on, we get the spade. All right, guys, he almost did it to us, but the hand held up. Going to the 5s, baby. Can we make some damage? Oh, we got ourselves a 5x though. So here we can start getting probably in the green for the day if we win that, because like we've been losing, but it's just been at 25-cent games. So when you move up, that's the beauty about this thing. If you do happen to get a multiplayer as you're climbing up, you can still make money and take some shots at some things. This is the good thing. So if I did win this, right, and you go to the 10s, you're really not risking much here. You're risking your profit of the day, but not your original bankroll. So it's a nice little way to try to, and if you ever get lucky, man, then you have a bankroll, right? Now this is the problem people screw up. If we win, let's say this was like, I don't know, $500, make up something, $1,000. You don't jump if you're not a good player. You got to be self-aware that, hey man, you had a good spin, you have a bankroll now, you can maybe move up a little bit, but it doesn't mean if I win $2,000, $5,000 I can jump up and play. We lost the one over there. This is the ladder still. What was I at on that one? I think I was at the 2s, so I'm gonna go to the 1s. Hopefully I didn't mess that up, but I don't think we're at the, I think that's what we were at. I was going to concentrate on the 5x just for you guys, but we still have time here to try to do some ladders. It's hard to know. Some games are over in a hand or two, and some take a while. So I've played this guy 407 hands. That's a lot of spin and goes. 400 hands in spin and goes when the average one's probably like what, 15-20 hands. It's a lot of games, and I didn't even recognize his name. That's how many people I've played. We got a straight flush over here, right? So I feel like we should just ship it. Sevens against a guy at 400 hands. We're flipping against deuces. All right, chance to be in the green for the day, I believe. Oh, we're close. Look at this, 19 bucks to be in small profit. But like I said, we're playing according to this chart. Oh yeah, we're still above 100, which is I would love to do that daily. Gotta win a flip here. Nice. Guys, we won the flip. We're in the green, and we're going to the 10s, just like that. Let's get a big spin right here, right now, and change this whole day. Let's roll it. Let's roll the middle. Let's roll the middle. Let's roll the middle. Roll the middle. Roll the middle. We got something. We got a 3x, baby. This is when it's fun. When you're playing for $30 and you're playing over here for $2. This is when it's human nature. You tend to kind of stare to one side of the table. This sucks. 46 minutes in, we're just getting momentum. This is why I always tell you I kind of wish I was on Twitch, just so I don't have to play these crazy long 1 hour videos and then second we get somewhere. But if I waited to part 3 and actually just said next time if we end the video at the 10s, then I could start one side at the 10s. That'd be kind of one way of doing it. It's actually a pretty good idea. It's like if we had one table where we start and where we left off, I could write it down. But it is kind of cool to see how far you can get an hour or two. If anyone knows much about YouTube making videos, so if I use music that isn't, it says copyright free, I listen to shitty music. If I listen to anything on YouTube, they copyright my channel. But I hear all these other guys on Twitch, they just upload stuff. And I think it's because it's music they paid for. So I have Apple Music on my phone. I'm wondering, can I play my Apple Music, like actual good music, that is like Eminem or anyone that isn't copyright free? Could I play that off my phone in the background, and would that copyright my videos? I don't know enough and I'm too lazy to figure it out, but if anyone knows, I'd love for someone to write that in a comment. Like I want to use real music, but I don't know how to do it. So this $10 is where we just saw someone playing for that $1,200 game. I was thinking about check raising him here. Really was. I don't like that he's checking that king though. Oh, king and a queen, really? Oh, am I jamming here? I think so. Nice. He's queen from the small blind here. I'm gonna rip it. Now, when you're about to raise hands like this, you always got to be aware of the small stacks. It should change how much you're opening up when someone's in shoving ranges. 4-8 suited to start a game, you can maybe get away with it. But when someone's at 8 big blinds, got to be a little careful. Well, here, probably behind, but at 9 jacks suited, you're going to be about 50% over so many hands. Look, 47%. And he's been playing 80% of his hands. That even V is ahead. It's pretty darn close to a coin flip with so many of his hands. Just stole one on table 1 there. He's not going to check too many strong hands there. So this is the type of board that's going to hit my limping range. It's not going to hit his range, because if he had any kind of hands around that, he's probably going to go all in pre-flop. So you can get away with a board like that, just leading out. Oh, this is getting close to our last game, guys. I'd love for this game over here. We almost have it wrapped up. What's after the 10s? Then it jumps to the 25s. That'd be fun. Pocket 5s, did we just jam here? I don't think so. I think we call his all in, and then I don't know if 15 big blinds I want to call. Now if he comes over top, 5s, that's a good start. Okay, we got good chip lead on table 1 for 3x there. So this is one way you can decide too if you're trying to really build your bankroll. If you are doing this ladder and you get a spin like this, like you're playing for $30, you don't have to keep laddering up. It's at any point you can stop when you feel like you made profit. There's no shame of like, okay, I've made a bit of money, let's go back down to the 5s and start the ladder again. Let's go down to 2s, lock up some profit, move back down. There's many ways you can kind of do little tricks to earn your bankroll, but say you won this and you just go back down to the 25 cents and start laddering up, and if you win you move up, and if you move down, and anytime you get a big spin you can reset it. And it's really a way of playing, like it will take you a while unless you get a big spin, but it's a way to, oh, this guy's gonna sit out till we still has $2 over here on table 2. It's a way of, my dad told me that for doing stocks, it's a real slow grind. But what you do, let's say you put $1,000 on a stock, okay, and it makes like 200 bucks. He cashes out his profit and he keeps he cashes out his original money and he lets the profit stay in there, and he buys into other stocks and he keeps making a couple $100. Very slow grind, but what it does is all the little profit you made is just kind of running out there and it has potential of making money. So it's kind of the same theory in this, that you kind of take your profit and just move back down. You're not risking it. Go up in stakes. If you hit a spin, just move back down, and you're not really ever risking it. This isn't all in here. I thought it was deeper than that. I thought it was 11, not 1 here. A little deep here for a king 9, but he's just limping in here. So I can get away with it. I'm deep enough that he should be raising with his weak aces and all that. He already shown that he is raising pre-flop, so it's not one of those strategies he's limping with his full range. So unless he was super strong, he should be, all his mediocre hands are probably going to be raising there. Alright, so do we do one more here? Alright guys, that was at the $1 over there. What was that, 25 cents I said? Yeah, it was 25 cents. It was $1 because it was a $2 game. So this is our official last game on table 2. Check there. He's betting kind of hard though. 8-5, yeah. This is when I like moving up in stakes, when their bets actually make a bit more sense to me. When you play low stakes, they don't know what they're doing, so the bet sizes are telling you something, but when they don't know what they're doing, it's kind of hard to read them at times. Hiya. King 3. I'm gonna have to call here. It goes all in. We're ahead. Brick it. There we go. Oh, I meant to raise on table. Can I get away with a raise on table 1 here? Squeeze it by. Nice. Well, represent that ace, and we have the flush draw. Boom, let's win it. Alright, we're gonna jam that. We're gonna call it the ace king. Guys, we need to win a flip. There we go. Can we hold? And table 2. Guys, we're gonna play one last game and end this video. We are going just like this to the 25s right now. And we got pocket jacks over there. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's win this one. Ah, I was gonna do the 25 all in one table, but whatever. We don't have much time here. This guy's going all in every hand. We should have limped in there, but we're going to the 25s. We're gonna get ourselves a huge spin right now. I'm playing a $40 player. I played this guy tons of times. Nope, it's a 2x, but we will take it. This will decide our day. Huge right here. Pocket queens. I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, and he still has ace king. We get pocket queens. Okay. We'll count that as a blessing. You can have your $2 because we're going to concentrate on this one. Alright, guys. We're going to rate 25 player because this means more to me than the other ones. I'm also going to rate that I play this guy for 25s. This guy's actually a solid player. I think when they were having that spin and go challenge on like the daily leaderboard challenge, he made quite a bit of money here. Okay, now I have proper 3-bet ranges as opposed to just jamming. Could have probably typed in 6.5. It's a little big actually, but yeah, we'll lay it down though. I fold to a rejam. So question is, if I didn't have an ace, would I check? If I didn't have an ace, I think I'd bet. So I want to keep it like, so if I had like 5-6 there, I was going to bet. So I'm kind of representing that I don't have one by doing that. This is very borderline, but I've been so aggressive that I feel like with how this game's played out, he hasn't done nothing. Pretty deep. I'm gonna let that go. So with my 19 big blinds, it's a fold there, but just how I played this game, I think this guy thinks I'm probably a pretty donkey. I did a big 3-bet, I folded, I bet really hard, so you want to be aware of those games. Like they haven't seen my hand selection, right? So no one saw the king queen lay down, that ace-7 there, leading it with aces there, so he hasn't seen it. So it makes me think I could call a little wider there, but it still was a little deep. Is he really just jamming ace-3, ace-4? Maybe. Could have been a low pocket pair. It would have been borderline. If it was ace-10, I would have snap called. But I wouldn't have hated a call there. I'm going to fold that there. So even though it's 11 big blinds for my ace-6, okay, here I want to actually go all in because it looks weaker than me just doing a min raise. But my 11 big blinds, I could call the ace-6 for heads up, but he did that with a guy behind him with like 17 big blinds, and he had a chip lead. So he's not risking his whole tournament just because I'm at 11 big blinds. Someone behind him would have crippled him. So my ace-6, I think, is beat there. It's not just my 11 big blinds. See what I mean? Like I have 11 here. If he goes all in, he also has to worry about the big blind, not what I'm doing, right? What do we have in our account now? So this would boost our bankroll to 175. Same thing. I think I'm just gonna jam. Try to get a weaker hand to call me. There we go. Good start. We need red cards. Red cards. There we go. Just like that, we're chip leader. So by doing that, so if I raise and I see a flop, like it's bad news bears, right? Like I obviously hit a jack, but by 11 big blinds, he's going to be able to call king queen, king 10, 10 jack, you know, weaker aces. So I think it's better, like if I'm going to be doing it with my marginal hands, you want to do it with your good hands too, right? That's that whole GTO of, you know, doing it with your good hands and your bad hands, right? Most people that are like, if I went all in there, they don't put your, it eliminates your top of your range, like aces and kings and queens, ace king suited, ace king, they're probably not going to go all in there for most players. So if you go all in, his calling range, they're eliminating that, and they're going to call you because they assume you don't have stuff like that. Now this guy see me being so aggressive and I don't have history with him. He's probably going to jam most of my limp ranges. That's what he should be doing, because I haven't really shown it that I can limp trap. Even here, he probably doesn't put me on an ace. He probably thinks I'm raising with all my aces, but I'm still going to lead out knowing that's going to hit my range more than his. Plus I have fold equity, but if not, I have the diamond draw. But I wouldn't put him with an ace, but the way this game's got, I really think he could have just felt me out there. Most people don't do that, but he could have raised me like 3 big blinds just to see where he's at. Okay, I am going to jam here. Okay, we're going to try to get away with a raise here and then shut her down. I'm going to lay that one down to 2 people. 1 person I would have jammed, but not into 2. And we're too shallow for me to do a raise fold. This is where some people start to limp. And look at our queen 8. But we didn't have a club as far as I know. Oh, we did, the queen of clubs. They should be chopping most of the time, and they do chop. Wow, we're getting pretty shit hands right now. Look at this. Getting punished. Come on, really? I went from the most aggressive player to like the nittiest nit of all time. I think we folded our last 10 hands. We are heads up. Just need a double up here. There it is, we're not folding that. We're doubling up. We got that feeling, baby. Do it with the queen, the ladies. Alright guys, well it definitely was a better spin and go ladder than earlier. Got 127, so for the day, I don't think that counts my 25, so this doesn't show that. But anyways, that's the spin and go ladder part 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button. See you guys later. Peace.